After extensive research, I've realized that roof solar panels or having solar panels is a little bit of a scam. And you have to understand the numbers to realize that this could be one of your biggest and most expensive mistake. For me, it started with a knock on my front door. A solar company came over and they ran through the numbers. And I realized that I don't know much about it, so I have to learn all these things. And I've done extensive research after they left because they sounded like a scam. And that guy, and that guy, and that guy has fallen for it. Now look, I'm a hands-on kind of a guy. I have tools, I have everything that I need, so I like to understand if somebody comes over and wants to install a $18,000 system in my house, what I'm gonna get for it. A solar system that is about 5 kilowatt, it's installed for about $3 to $4 per kilowatt in Nevada where I live, and that's very, very important because wherever you live, this calculation might be a little bit different. It's a really complicated balance between how much power you use on a daily basis, how big of a system you're gonna get, and how fast you're gonna get your money back. The first thing you have to understand is that the solar panels are only about 1/3 of the price of the installation. There's all kinds of meters and authorizations and then labor to come over and put them on for net metering with the local power company. So if you're buying a $15,000 system, you're only buying a $5,000 solar panel system and $10,000 worth of authorizations and installations and things like those. So that will take a long time to get your money back. Also, and this is very important, how much electricity costs. And this is the part that got me thinking because they lied. They literally lied to me in my front door. They said energy prices are always going up. You have to get the system, only to find out with a quick research via the Nevada Power that since 2009, energy prices dropped because they fill up the desert with solar panels everywhere. And that was 10 years ago. And now those solar panels are paid and still creating a lot of free electricity for the electricity company or for the power plant. And therefore the energy is free. It's literally coming for free. So they're charging us 10 cents per kilowatt. 10 cents. And this is the important part. This is a very, very important number. Because if you live in San Diego, you pay 60 cents. Over there it makes complete sense to install maybe solar panels because during the day they have different tiers and you will pay 60 cents or 30 cents or 40 cents for the kilowatt. But here in Nevada, it's 10 cents all day long. And because I looked into it before they came for a completely different reason, I've smelled a lie. And all of a sudden, things just didn't make any sense. Trust was broken, and then I've learned another thing, researching for this kind of information after they left. So even though you're paying 10 cents per kilowatt here in Nevada, you're only getting paid 7 cents for the electricity you're producing. Remember, Nevada Power, when they get the energy from somewhere else, they only pay 7 cents to those people for getting it. And then obviously they mark it up a little bit because, they have to maintain power lines and things like those. So your calculation gets even more complicated because even if you're producing electricity, you're only getting 7 cents instead of 10 cents. Also, your solar system size directly dependent to how much electricity you use. And because my house is pretty efficient, I've been fiddling with LED lights and other things for a long time, I was not using too much power. And that screwed up their numbers. Their Excel file just went absolutely out the door because my base of my power bill is about $40 a month. What is the base of your power bill? This is the amount of electricity you would use regardless of the time of the year. Like when your AC is not running, when you're not having a party, this is the base. This is the lowest of the minimum. For example, your wireless router, your alarm system, your always on plugged in things that are not weather or heat related or cold related. And because I was having such a low power bill, their Excel file just couldn't accept it because my system would have been 1.3 kilowatts. And 1.3 kilowatts for them is not worth to start working. They want to sell you a 5 kilowatt because they get paid per kilowatt installed. Another alarm bell came in where they said, well, your power bill is a little bit low, but what you could do to make it better, next month, leave all your lights and everything turned on, and then your power bill will be higher, and then we could make a case to Nevada Power that you're using a lot more energy out there, and therefore we could upsize your system. That's literally cheating. And at that point, with this little trick, I would have become an electricity producer because my base is only $40-something a month, but I would have made it 80 or 90. Therefore, I'm producing twice as much electricity that I need and just dump it in the network. And at that point, it was a question of where that credit goes because I can only use so much credit So yes, I could push it from one month to another, to another, to another, but what if I don't use it? And sometimes it gets lost, sometimes you get paid for it, you get a little check for it. But to pay off a system that costs $15,000 for a 5 kilowatt system, it would have taken 20 years. And you have to take a loan for it. And if you sell the house, you have to find the next guy that buys the house to pick up your loan. What if he is not into solar panels? What if he doesn't care? What if he doesn't live here? He has a different lifestyle and he just buys this house as a property investment. What if he wants to rent it out and the tenants don't want to pick up the solar bill? You see, solar, it's a scam. It will trap you into a stupid system that makes no sense unless you pay very, very high electricity prices.